Dave.
Hey, Josh, what's happening?
Hey.
To grace you with my presence this week.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for showing up, man. I'm really excited.
I'm here. Hey, man.
I'm excited. This is the new and improved Lootcast.
New and improved.
Yeah, new year, new us, right?
So the next co-host is going to pop up on the side?
Nope, it's just us.
Oh, okay.
It's still just us. So, before we get this thing started, let's say who this show is brought to us by. Ready? Or brought to you guys by. This show is brought to you by.
The whole Lootcast starts now?
You know, I think we're just gonna go for it now. This is the new show. The new show. New and improved.
So people won't know when the show's starting.
Yeah. They won't. It is starting now.
It's on.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, guys, if you want to get yourself,
right now, don't just keep driving. We're doing normal.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. If you want to get yourself a free book from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/thelootcast and choose from lots of good books. This week I listened to Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, and real good. Gives some history on Destiny, Stardew Valley, Halo Wars, Witcher 3. Uncharted, like a lot of games, kind of just some of the history, the background, and the like kind of some behind the scenes stuff. And it's really, really cool. So I recommend that. That's audibletrial.com/thelootcast. Also, I want to mention real quick that I do have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/n64josh. And you can get yourself for $1. You get yourself an extra podcast each month. So you can check that out. Patreon.com/n64josh. And the chairs that we're both sitting in, opseat.com. OPSeat. Chairs so good, they should be nerfed. Use coupon code GO and save yourself $10. opseat.com. So, and lastly, Dave's got.
And thank you to those that have been buying chairs. Opseat. Hit me up with a message. They're sending me their Grandmaster Series chair to try out. So I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, be
hopefully
awesome.
Next week, by the time we do this podcast, I'll be sitting on a Grandmaster chair.
Whoa, fancy. So lastly, King's Coast, yeah.
KingsCoastCoffee.com/the outpost or KingsCoastCoffee.com/outpost. We highly recommend it. Go get yourself some good coffee.
All right. Well, we do the show live Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And thank you for everybody that's here hanging out. Welcome, everybody. We're just going to talk video games. Xbox has some rumors this week. You've been playing some Division, and I've got some
on Xbox too.
Oh, interesting.
I dusted off my Xbox and I went back into Division.
All right. Well, let's start with that. What's that been like?
It's been really good. Division came out a few years back. I want to say it came out in 2016, late 2016, mid 2016,
something like that.
It's when Division came out, and the game had problems. A lot of problems. There wasn't enough things to do. It was very, very repetitive. Things were kind of confusing. And they've patched it. I think the last time I played was when they brought out the Survivor mode, which was real fun. Not many people play that anymore, but Survivor mode was a ton of fun. I played that. In fact, it was a year ago in January of 2017 is when I picked up Division again. It's so funny because I was doing my stream and I'm telling my viewers, I'm like, I don't remember the last time I played Division. Everybody was like, it was last year in January. I'm like, it was? Like, yeah, it was in January. I was playing Survivor like crazy. I was playing a ton of Survivor. Then I kind of put it down. I kind of put it down and got back into Destiny 1 because they had got right back into Destiny. And then put it down, but it is really good. They've had more patches since 1.7. Now they're at 1.8. Released March 8th, 2016. So yes, so 2016 game had a lot of issues. And but a lot of people had hope for it. Game kind of died pretty quickly and came back, died. I think right now it's in a really good spot. If you haven't tried out Division, now it's a really good time to get it. You could probably get the physical copy at a GameStop somewhere cheap, and then get yourself the DLC, get yourself the underground and all the DLC, and I think you could probably get full game with DLC $60 if you look for physical copy. If you try to get the download, if you try to download it on your Xbox or your PS4 or your PC, you might be paying full price for it, but you could probably get the disc and with the DLC for $60. Totally worth it. There's so many things to do. You could grind the underground, which is their first DLC. You could do Survivor if you want to. You could go out looking for high value targets, both the weekly and the daily high value targets. You could, go into the dark zone and just grind all day in there. You could run their incursions, which is their raids, kind of like their raids. There's a little bit of PvP in there. You could play their new resistance mode, which is a horde mode. Which is like a horde mode, and it has there's some some assignments that you have to complete while you do this resistance horde mode, and things you got to collect and areas you got to unlock, and it's a ton of fun. I find myself, if you miss that Destiny 1 grind where everything you did, where there was so many things to do and everything got you good stuff, Division is where it's at. Division, right now it's really, really good. I'm having a blast, and I picked it. I have it on Xbox One right now. Have to re-download it on my PS4. Thinking about even getting it on my PC and trying it out there. Just a lot of stuff to do, Josh. There's just so many things to do, and so much gear to pick up, and lots of things to learn. And it's all about the gear. It used to be just about your gear score, but now that doesn't matter. Now it's all about the perks, and you could get a guy. You want your guy to do you want your guy to be a max DPS guy. You could do that, or you can have a guy that does a lot of healing. You can have a guy, a guy of both. A dude that all kinds of styles. You have all kinds of styles that you could have with your character. My guy does DPS, but also heals. Every time he kills somebody, every time I kill somebody, I get all my health back, which is great. So you got guns that do that. You got gear that does that. Gear sets that you could collect. That if you got 2 pieces, you get one. You get a certain perk. You got 3 pieces, you get another perk. 4 pieces, you get more. So the more pieces you wear of the same gear set, the better your guy gets. Again, some are DPS, some are healing. It's just so many things to do. So many different types of guns. Guns do the same thing. Guns do the same thing. It's been really fun. It's been that it's kind of like what Destiny 1 was at the end, but I dare say
you did. What was the last thing it cut out?
I dare say a little better.
Oh, well, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that. I've seen some buzz on Twitter and stuff about the Division, and it's good, man. It's really good. I'm glad to see people enjoying it, and
it's really good. Right now, a lot of people on Twitter are still all about Twitter and Twitch, or especially the old Destiny community. They're still all out. Fortnite is still kind of ruling it. It's still kind of ruling it there, but if you're not a person, guy or gal, that doesn't dig doing PvP all the time, and you love that PvE grind, and it's a fun grind as well, and challenging game. There's parts that challenge you. The incursions challenge you. The high value targets challenge you. There's plenty of things that you could really challenge yourself on. You could change difficulty levels on things and get better gear. Something they should have had in Destiny 2. But
this guy's so salty.
I'm telling you, you could change if you want better gear. Change to a harder difficulty, and you could get better gear. Oh my God, it's very simple. My only hope is that when Division 2 does come out, they just build on what they currently have right now, and not take away things. And then I hope they just build on what they have right now, because we got Division 1.8. I don't want to, if they want to do 1.9, fine. But I think it's about time. Let's see. It's about to be 2 years since the release of this game. So I haven't heard anything about Division 2, but the game is in a good spot. If you're not a person that you're not into battle royales, Destiny 2 maybe has disappointed you, and you miss that Destiny 1, that Destiny 1 grind where it's fun. Everything you do is fun, and it gets you gear. Division is where to go right now. Division is where to go. You can play with friends. There's all the things that you loved about looter shooters is in this game. It's really great.
Yeah, Henny from the chat says if you want that RPG part, it's where to go. He says he needs a manual for all the different stats, perks, sets, classified, all that stuff. So
you do. There's all kinds of perks, sets, and stats. You could go to their subreddit. You could go to Gamepedia where they got a bunch of stuff there. Yeah, it's there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn.
Yeah, and if you guys want to listen to a podcast that's all about the Division, you can check out Bombshell. Is that Bombshell Jackets? It's been so long since I've said the name of their show, but I think that's what it is.
And if you want to check out Division action, my stream next week.
There you go. There you go. So, and they've been going strong. Tinks and Remy, they've been going strong with they've stuck with
Tinks
that
has
game.
not given up. I've seen that she's been on that Division since it came out. She hasn't given up. I should really reach out to Tinks and let her know that I'm back to playing Division, and I can see myself staying in this game for a little while. I'm gonna jump around to play other games every once in a while, but I can see myself becoming a Division guy for a while. And it's been really good because I've seen new names in chat. I've seen a bunch of new names in chat from people that love the game, and a bunch of them keep telling me, it's like, oh, it's good to see new names in the directory, new people playing the Division. So it could be a directory where I could live in for a while, and I love it. Love Fortnite, but I'm not an all PvP all the time guy. I love my PvE.
Yeah, for sure. It is Bombshell Jackets too. Thanks, Henny, for confirming that. I think the other game worth noting, Dave, coming out on the 26th is Monster Hunter on the Xbox and PS4. And I have a feeling this is, especially if you enjoy the grind, you might really, really like this game. And it's going to scratch more of that fantasy itch than the sci-fi shooter or semi-realistic shooter. Have you ever played a Monster Hunter game?
I've never played a Monster Hunter game, but I know there's a lot of people excited about it.
Yeah, so they kind of have a similar thing where they have like an A team and a B team, or like the senior team and the junior team or whatever. And this is their A team putting this game together. And everything that I've seen about it looks really good. Like, my son is super excited. Iron Minotaur says goodbye sleep schedule, so it's one of those games that, like, if you want a certain armor set, you have to not only kill like the same monster multiple times, so that, because you basically carve on the monster once you kill it, and you get different scales and whatever. There's different sacks of whatever and blah blah blah, and you may have to have like 10 of one thing and 3 of another, and then you can get the helmet, right? But it also depends on what play style you have to which helmet you can get, because if you because there's guns in that game, and like bows and arrows, kind of, it's something like that kind of, and so you can be like basically like fight from a distance. Or if you're right up, melee, want to be right up front in the monster's face, they got 2 different armor sets for that kind of thing. So, and you can't be wearing, unless they've changed something. But in the last game, like if you were using like a bow and arrow or one of the guns, you had to use the armor for that weapon. You couldn't mix and match, basically. So. So there's going to definitely be a ton to grind. What's really great about that community is, like, you can jump into a game or like post it, like create a room and say, hey, I'm farming this monster, and people that are massively, like, just way higher level than you will come in and help and just start wrecking, so that you can get through it as fast as you can, and you can kind of meet new people. On the DS, there was no voice chat. So it was just kind of like you could type some messages periodically or whatever, but it was pretty clunky. And but I added a lot of people on my friends list that way, just from setting up a room, and like 3 people would show up with like way higher stats than me and just help me kill the same monster over and over again. And it was fun. It was definitely
something to check out. Yeah, I know Rex Gaming has been posting stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
he's
stuff.
a YouTuber.
Yep.
He's been posting tons of stuff about Monster Hunter, and he seems to be excited about it. Definitely something I'll look into, man. You know, now that I'm living this variety lifestyle on my channel, you know, something, you know, I'll definitely, you know, look into that game. Sounds like, and meeting new people is always fun.
For sure. For sure. I actually completed a JRPG yesterday on stream.
Finally finished Xenoblade?
Finally finished it. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, there's end game content to go back and find all the blades, and there's some like real high level
You just
bosses.
finished the story campaign?
Yeah. 130 hours, just the story.
Oh my goodness. That's great.
Yeah.
That's really good. Oh,
yeah.
I love
there's probably, I'm just guessing, but at the pace that I've been playing and everything, I'm guessing there's probably another, you know, probably 50 to 70 hours of gameplay, just doing end game stuff and going in. There's like high level, bosses that like, I'm only like level 71, and they're showing up at like level 80 or level 91 or something. And so I still have to do a bunch of side quests and stuff just to be able to,
now here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything of the story? Or did you just kind of like skip through a lot of the dialogue?
No, I watched all of the cutscenes were actually really good. That's basically what kept me with this game, on top of the incredible combat system. But the story was really like, I was all in, man. I was all in. So it, really good story. I mean, yeah. From my understanding, I'm super impressed by this game, but I guess the first one, people say the storyline is even better. And I was like, really? Like I'm surprised to hear that because of how good I thought this one was. So.
Well, nice, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice. I miss story games, man. You know, I miss games like, do you remember there was this one game, man? It may be Henny. I guarantee Henny will know this game. You were a cop. You were a cop, and you had a sidekick who was a dog. Your sidekick was a dog.
You're talking Max
and
Payne?
You could make the dog like kill enemies for you. Like it was a third person story shooter game, and you had a dog with you, and you could send the dog to like flank around and jump on your enemies and like rip their throats out.
Was it Max Payne? Did he have a dog?
I don't know if it's Max Payne.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't think it was Max Payne because I would have remembered that.
Okay.
But I want to see a return of this of the story. Dead to Rights. Dead to Rights. He nailed it. Too old for gaming. Nailed it. That was it right there. Dead to Rights. I played that on the GameCube of all consoles.
Really?
And it was bloody for the GameCube. That was bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were a cop who had a dog, and you could send the dog. You could finish your enemies with the dog, and you know sometimes you'd send the dog on quests to go find things for you, and the dog would literally rip throats out. And yeah, it was a third person shooter where you shot a bunch of bad guys. It was a linear game like that where it was a story. I can't remember games of 15 years ago. I've played so many games. I've played so many random games in the middle. Like, also, does anybody remember Army of Two?
Oh yeah.
Or I played that for Xbox 360. Army of Two. Yep. It was such a broken game, but when it worked, it was great.
Yeah.
It was a third person shooter as well for Army of Two. They made a second part that I ended up never playing. Games like your Shield and Mask. Yeah, you were a private military contractor, and you were private military contractors in that game. You know, I know Gears of War had a PvP, but I miss games like Gears of War and story games. I want to see more story games, man. It seems like these days people want a game that like looter shooters, like Destiny, like RPGs, like Borderlands, like that. Like I want to see more story game kind of come back. I wouldn't mind a game that has a 60-hour story. Give me a long, drawn out story, man. I would love a return of that, man. I would love to see that. You don't see that many. Every game nowadays is grind for this, grind for that, grind for everything. Even on the mobile phone, everything's grind for everything. Grind to unlock new levels.
Right. Have you played Quantum Break?
I haven't. That's the Xbox One game, the one that they got the dude from X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
No, I never played that one.
Yeah, you may want to check that one out, man, because it's probably like $10. Like,
probably. Well, I think it was Lono that said that the game was like super broken. But all right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It literally is like playing a television show. You have to like you play a level and then you literally watch like a half-hour TV show. So it's almost one of those games that's so intriguing. You could like play with your your spouse could be sitting on the couch watching you play, and then you guys just grab some popcorn and watch the cutscenes. But it's actual filmed like television. It's not like CG or whatever. It's actual like TV, and it's done well. It's like good production value. So.
All right, yeah, I'll check it out. But yeah, I want things like that, man. Like the Max Payne series was good. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, more Horizon Zero Dawn style games, more Uncharted style games. You see more and more, developers get away from those type of games. It's all about end game these days. It's all about end game. What's after the end game? Beating a game. Remember when we were kids, man? You would brag about all the games you beat. Oh man, I beat this game and I beat that. Nowadays, everybody beats games. Everybody beats games.
Right.
Nobody brags about games they beat anymore, man. I want to see a return of. I think the only game people brag about beating these days is Cuphead and Dark Souls. If you're able to beat Cuphead and Dark Souls, you're a badass. You know what I mean?
Right. For sure. Well, speaking of story-driven games and kind of Gears of War, the Coalition is rumored to be making the next Perfect Dark game. Are you are you familiar with that series?
I played Perfect Dark when the 360 came out because it was the only game available for 360 when it came out.
Yeah, which is not the best showing of that.
No, it was not.
So
that's game, the only time I played Perfect Dark, which I thought it was fun. I thought it was fine. I bought the Xbox 360. When I bought it at Best Buy, I'm like, all right, cool. What games do you have for us? Like, well, we got Perfect Dark and
Call of Duty 2.
Call of Duty. Well, no, the Xbox 360 had Call of Duty.
Call of Duty 2. Yeah, it was a launch game, and so was it was another Rare title. I can't think of the name of it right now. It literally was on the tip of my tongue. You played as a female character that was kind of like a Zelda style game. And a cameo.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, they only had Perfect Dark at this one Best Buy. Apparently, everybody took all the other games.
Took all the Call of Duty.
Like, all right, I'll take that Perfect Dark game, and I had fun with it. I think Halo came out just shortly after, and then never.
So the thing is, Perfect Dark was one of the best 64 games. One of my favorite 64 games, and it was basically the sequel to GoldenEye, and so it added so many different things, like the laptop gun, where you could throw a gun on the wall and it would become a sentry gun for you, so you could get kills that way, and just really just goofy and just fun. But when it came out on the 360, it kind of got really shiny, and it kind of lost the like. It got really cartoony. Whereas on the 64, even though the graphics were bad, it still was going for the most realistic graphics that it could pull off. You remember how GoldenEye was and stuff. Like, it tried to look like a real life shooter. And
yeah, GoldenEye was my first foray into PvP, and I think my second foray into PvP was Perfect Dark until Halo came out.
Yes.
Because I never played on the Xbox. I never played the Halo PvP. first Halo. I just played the story, but I remember running around as the female character, killing a bunch of people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's why I had fun with it, because I was actually pretty good at it.
Yeah, I played it quite a bit too, just because I had so much nostalgia for the first one. But this supposedly, if the rumor's true, it's not going to be a first-person shooter. It's going to be third-person.
I have no problem.
And if the coalition is doing it, there's a chance, I'm guessing, that it could be quite a bit more gritty than the one that was on the 360, which I'm all about. Like, if that game takes more of a, you know how Tomb Raider is now, where it's just like she's just all covered in mud and dirty, and like there's nothing clean about. Yeah, okay. About
I gotta finish this. I gotta finish that game. Speaking of story games, I have that one. I haven't finished it.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is a great series. So, and another story game. The other rumor is that there is a company that is working on Fable, another Fable game for the Xbox One.
Didn't they have? I thought they had a reveal at E3. Didn't they have a short reveal at E3?
So they closed that company down, Lionhead Studios, I believe it was. And so, so they closed that down. The game they were making was just kind of not good, and so my hope is that the game could go back to the way it was back in Fable 1 or Fable 2. Because everybody kind of, that game kind of just fell off with 3. I don't think anybody really cared all that much for it. So, I would like to see Fable come back and actually be a game worth playing again. Nice. And so, who knows? And then of course the other one, it's not rumored. We've seen stuff, but, hopefully later this year, we'll be seeing, Crackdown 3. And Sea of Thieves. So
finally Crackdown. I love the other.
Yeah. So I mean, it looks like on the Xbox front, there's going to be some games this year. Like, I think as well as the Switch is doing, I feel like Xbox and Sony. I'm hoping this year are going to kind of step up their games as well. That's kind of that was like a pun. I wasn't even meaning to, but basically step it up and bring some more games to their system, because the Xbox One was like a ghost town last year, minus like Cuphead and
my Xbox collected dust last year.
Yeah. So,
although for PS4 though, I'm really looking forward to Spider-Man and of course God of War.
Oh yeah,
I cannot wait to get my hands on Spider-Man. I'm really excited about that one.
It looks good. It looks really good. So. Well, we have to do, it's going to be a little bit shorter of a show, but I think we got a couple minutes to talk about Twitch here. So, one of the things I've been thinking about a lot is, basically I saw a tweet, and I don't remember who said it or what, but there's there's a lot of bigger streamers taking breaks right now, which, they've been getting a lot of flack for that, because it's like, oh, all you do is sit and play video games. Like, people don't realize how like, yes, sitting and playing video games is a blast, but trying to be entertaining for 8 hours at a time it's not an easy thing to do. It's just not.
No.
It's taxing, and especially few people take breaks, as far as like days off and that kind of stuff. So, it's good for your health.
Big streamers taking breaks. What games do they play? So
Lyric, for one, is one that I heard was needing a break, but I mean, he plays just about anything. I'll fire up Mario Kart 8. I'm like, there's 30,000 viewers in Mario Kart 8. What is going on right now? And then I'm like, oh, Lyric's playing, Is
the doctor still out repairing his family?
I don't think he's back yet. Yeah.
I
don't think he's back yet. But speaking of somebody that's back, have you seen this LOL Tyler?
No.
Okay.
Oh, is that the dude that wore tank tops and was like a football player and was really toxic?
Yeah, he had 400,000 viewers when he came back and was playing League of Legends. I was like, Are you kidding me? There's almost 500,000 people watching him right now, and he had this goofy costume, like with this long mustache and this spiky hair. It was a crack up. But I'm like, who is this? I didn't even know who this guy was.
Yeah, he's in fact, he's live right now. He's got 66,000 people. Yeah, I know this guy. Yeah, this guy was really, really toxic. I don't know if he's still the same, but he plays football. He plays football. He's a football player in his high school. I don't know if he's still in high school. And he plays a ton of League of Legends. And yeah, he was real. You know, he articles of him would even show up on like Deadspin of all places about him, about how toxic he is and how toxic. Well, I don't know if he's still toxic, but of how toxic the guy was and how much of a D-bag he was. So he made a comeback, huh?
I'm apparently. I mean, look at the viewer count. Like I was in shock.
He's got 67,000 people, watching him right now. I don't even think this is his original channel. It might be, maybe it is, but
yeah, it's nuts. But anyway, back to the point. Like, one of the things I saw was that basically there are people that are partnered, that are doing well on Twitch, that are saying there's no way I would want to start streaming at this point. And I think
it's really tough right now
because of how saturated it is.
It's really, really tough right now.
What's it like? 25,000 new people a quarter, you know?
Yeah, really. You got to get really, really lucky. You could say all the things about working hard and doing this and doing that and have fun. Yeah, all that applies. You know, work on your content and stream as much as you can. But nowadays, you got to be really, really lucky because it really is saturated right now. I follow this one Discord channel, a buddy of mine that always posts up. You know, he has this one channel that he set up that the people that he follows, the notifications go on his Discord channel when they're live. That channel is going all the time. I'm getting notifications. I used to get 4 or 5 a day. Now, like all day, every like 5 minutes, this person went live. 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 And I'm like, I'm to the point where I'm like, I might have to turn off those notifications because it's just constantly all day. This person went live. This person went live. This person went live. This person went live. And on my Twitter, I just see more and more people that have, I started my stream, new streamer. And people more coming to my channel. Hey, I just got my PC and this and that. And, it is tough. It is tough to break in.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people will ask, what's the first thing I should do? Or what's and the first answer that's always given, consistency is the key. But like, honestly, I'm at the point that I see people that are so consistent and they're pulling 0 viewers.
Yep. I know people that have been streaming 3, 4, 5 years. First of all, they're not partnered and they get 0 to 15 viewers. I am very lucky. I got very, very lucky that I came in at a kind of good time. I started streaming kind of at a good time where it was still kind of below the radar, and then a little bit after that, that's when it kind of blew up. That's when it kind of blew up. But then again, I got really lucky with my hashtag. The hashtag that I created that I don't even want to mention anymore because it's become so toxic. But I created a hashtag that was meant to do good things, and unfortunately, it's become this divisive topic now on Twitter and on Twitch. And it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, man. You know what they say, man. You know what they say. You know what they say. You either. I just totally lost my train of thought because I was denying some message. Yeah, you just gotta be lucky these days, man. Oh no, now I know it. And I'm a train of thought. You know what they say, man. You live long enough to see yourself be the hero, or you like in Batman. You live long enough to see yourself be the hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the. It's funny what he denied. It's kind of true, but you got to be really, really.
It to me, there's no way that you can just fire up your stream and expect people to show up. It's not going to happen. There's no way. Like you need to look at your stream as a service, or as, and not even, I mean, as a place for people to come be entertained, hang out, chill, whatever it is. But people have to know about it, right? And we've talked about using Instagram, right? Use like all of these tools almost need to be your place for making commercials for your stream. It's basically marketing. You have to market yourself, and to put all, like, I'm at the point that it's like I'm podcasting, I'm doing YouTube videos, I'm periodically writing blog posts and streaming on top of that, right? And it's only because of doing those things that I've seen growth in my channel. If I just streamed alone, unless like those rare nights, like when I got raided, when I was still streaming on the Loot Cave channel and I got raided by the Destiny community podcast, right? Like 1,100 people. It's when I met Alka-Seltzer Sartini, which she's here right now. Hey. And, but that's few and far between. That kind of stuff is few and far between. And so use those tools. We've talked about that at length. The other thing that I'm really trying to do now is, if I'm playing Xenoblade, I'm looking in that directory and I'm hosting different people in that directory when I'm done. And what has happened is, some people I find that I'm like, there's no way I'm going to click with this person. I can already tell. Right. But then other people, I'm like, this, like you can just tell their demeanor, the way they interact with their chat. You're like, this is somebody I could work with. And so now what I'm doing is I'm going to start reaching out to these Nintendo streamers and start putting, like, maybe make a small Discord and be like, hey, let's make a small team. We're all pulling, maybe 20, 30 viewers, depending on the night. But it's going to be a way for us to grow and move up in the directory. The thing that really helped me with like Xenoblade is I was having enough people that I was usually number 2 in that directory, which that automatically put more viewers into my stream, right? People following, people clicking just clicking and coming and seeing what my stream was about. And then hopefully hanging out. So that's just kind of a way of networking. And it's, I mean, we hear it all the time. We see it all the time. We have the same tendencies, like, oh, what's going to be the next hot game? I'm going to stream that because that's going to bring people. It's not going to bring people. You've got to show why your stream is different. What is it about you that's going to bring people? Because you can fire up Fortnite with the 30,000 other people that are streaming that game right now. And why are people going to come to your stream? What is it that you can offer that other people don't? What is it that you are offering? What is going to be adding value to your viewers when they come and watch you? And that's a question that we can all ask. That's a question that we can continually ask. And how can we constantly improve and so on and so forth, so that you're offering something, because it can't just be fire up the stream and talk with chat. That's great if you have a really active chat and people are talking, but what is the product that you're offering? What is the value that you're offering? Because there's literally thousands of people that you can just you could go through and click and see that there's zero viewers. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, I'm going right now. I'm in the division directory right now. That's where I'm kind of going to be living for a while. Top guy right now has 326, and then we have 3 people over 3 people over 100. So that's 4 people over 100. Everyone else is below 100. So, I could see myself planting myself in that directory. Let's see how many people are watching right now. 1,700 viewers watching the division right now. If I plant myself in that directory and I put up good content, people are gonna come see me. I feel my content is great. And you talk about marketing. Yeah, it is marketing, but remember, people get bombarded with marketing all day, every day. I mean, even before you get to your job, you'll already hit with 10,000 ads right before you even get to your job. If you wake up in the morning and first thing you do is grab your phone and start looking at Twitter or Facebook, you're getting bombarded with ads right there. You turn on your TV and watch, the Today Show or ESPN Sports Center, you're bombarded with ads. You're bombarded with ads right there. You get in your car, you turn on your radio, you're being bombarded with ads there, and then you got billboards. So find a way to stand out in that marketing as well, because yeah, you can go on Twitter, and you can see a bunch of people saying, "Hey, I'm live. Hey, I'm live. Hey, I'm live. Hey, I'm live." There's thousands of people putting on "Hey, I'm live" tweets. Why should somebody look at your "Hey, I'm live" tweet? Hey, a video that might work. Put a little video of yourself. Look at my dude Libra LeBron has made a name for himself on Twitter because he posts videos all the time talking about Twitch and Twitter all the time, and he's honest and he's forthright and he's not afraid to say how he feels. He's not afraid to say how he feels, and he's getting a lot of followers. He posted one video joking about how, he put a joke Amazon Prime commercial on, and he got a ton of Amazon. He got a bunch of people using their Twitch Prime on his channel. He's like, wow, I didn't really, he got a bunch of people just went to his channel and subbed with his Twitch Prime. I'm using my Instagram a lot lately, posting highlights of my stream. They all get about 75 to 100 views, each of them. You never know. One of those viewers could come to my channel one day and come and hang out. So really, really step it up. Don't just be like, okay, I'm going to use social media and I'm going to tell people on Twitch, on Twitter, I'm live, here's my link. I'm going to go on Instagram. I'm live, here's my link. I'm going to go on Snapchat. I'm live, here's my link. That's boring. People are just going to go right past it. You got to make people want to actually stop on yours, because everybody follows hundreds of people. Everybody follows hundreds of people on their Twitter account. So you got to really stand out there as well, not only in your channel. So stand out there in your marketing, and then stand out in your channel, of course. And don't worry about who's not watching. Worry about who is watching. So once you get that once you see that number go up to 1 to 5 to 10, concentrate on those 10 people that are in there, because those 10 people are going to be the ones that are going to help you grow your channel. Because if you show them that you appreciate them being there, then they feel like they're going to come back. But if you come in and, if Too Old for Gaming comes to my channel and he says hello, and I say, hey, what's up, Too Old for Gaming? And then I just go back to my Twitter to try to get more followers, or I'm complaining about how I don't have enough viewers, Too Old for Gaming is going to feel bad, because he's going to be like, well, what the hell, man? I'm here. I'm here right now. He's going to be like, this guy doesn't care that I'm here. And Too Old for Gaming is gone. By the way, Too Old for Gaming, it's twitch.tv/Garden Outpost. Be sure you're there. 8 a.m. Eastern. Actually, I'm going to IRL stream a lot this coming week. I'm going to Long Beach and IRL stream a lot. And don't play the hot game that the big streamers are all playing right now. Go your own way, man. Make your own path. I fell into the Fortnite vortex as well, just as much as everybody. But I just realized, I felt like I wasn't playing that game for the right reasons. It was fun. Fortnite was fun, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I was like, well, in Fortnite, no viewers. I'm like, no. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go my own. I'm gonna go my own way. And I'm playing Division. I'm gonna play some Wolfenstein. I'm gonna play, what I want to play, and I'm just gonna put up, put up good content. So, but yeah, market yourself, and it really is about standing out, and hopefully one day you get lucky, man. It is all about, it is a lot of it has to do with luck. Sometimes you ask guys that get huge follow trains or host trains or sub trains or whatever, and you ask these people, hey, what's your secret? Each one of you is going to tell you a different answer. So the secret is, I don't know. I don't know what makes people sub to your channel. I don't know what makes people want to start donation trains or tip trains on your channel. I don't know. So
I can tell you what makes them not sub to your channel. Last night I put out a tweet saying, hey, after I finished Xenoblade, I said, hey, we're doing Mario Kart with viewers. Here's my friend code on my Switch. And it actually, that tweet probably brought 10 people to the stream. Nice. Right. And we started racing. Well, when you hit a star right at the finish line and take a guy out, it's in the chat. He goes, I was going to sub. Now I'm just thinking about it.
Gotta let them win, man. Here's another secret. Gotta make your viewers feel more special. So sometimes you gotta let them win, Josh. You can't just bash them over the head.
Gotta let them win.
You gotta let them win the first few times. Make them feel. Listen, how do gazillions of people play Candy Crush? Because the first 30 levels, you dominate in those first 30 levels. 3 stars, high scores. You're killing it. And you're like, yeah, I love this game. And then level 31, Candy Crush, it's a little harder, but you're still kind of crushing it. Level 41, still kind of crushing it.
I'll have to ask my mom about Candy Crush because I don't play it.
Dude, it's all those games. I'm playing Homescapes. I'm playing this one game called Homescapes and Gardenscapes because I've been seeing my wife playing it. I'm like, damn you, woman! Now I gotta download this game.
No, but
that's how they get you, man. You dominate at the beginning, and then you feel great, and then, but when it gets when the game starts getting harder, you don't mind because you still remember how let's go. I gotta go after them 3 stars because they hit you with the 3 stars. You did, like Angry Birds. You get the 3 stars when you beat a stage. 3 stars. You get 3 stars like the first 30 stages. Then after that, you start getting 2 stars, and you're like, 2 stars? Nah, I gotta play another level. I gotta play another. There's my wife. She comes out of lurk.
Busted.
Garden and Homescapes are great. Actually, I love the game. So Angry Birds the same way. You start getting 3 stars, and all of a sudden you play one level where you think you're like, yeah, I killed the crap out of those pigs. Pew, pew, 2 stars. Oh no. I'm a 3-star guy. I gotta go back in that level. Then you're playing the level over and over again to try to get those 3 stars. And you're like, forget it. I'll come back. Let's just go to the next level. Bing, bing, 2 stars. What the hell? So going back to my point, Josh, you got to let them win at first. Hang back on the throttle. Finish in 4th. It's respectable. And then, let them win for a while and then start crushing their dreams after.
Well, I didn't have any problem with that. On Friday night, we did Smash Bros. On the Wii U, Smash 4, and they wrecked me. Like, I won a couple of games, but it was fun. It was fun. And so that's the last point I want to make. Invite people to play with you. Like, play games with people, play with viewers, do that kind of stuff. Like, find other streamers to just play games. Like, I feel like I've seen it before. People are like, I miss the times before streaming so I could just play games with my friends, because you can't just sit and have those conversations you used to have and that kind of stuff. Like maybe even focus on some game nights where you don't stream at all and just have some fun with games. Like that's
important. What I've been doing, man. That's what I've been doing. My channel, Tool for Gaming, twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost. Just click on the name. Just look for Guardian Outpost. I'm in the channel. That's what I've been doing a lot of lately. I did that with Fortnite. I was just inviting people to come play with me, and I'm doing it the same with Division. You could play with up to 3. You could play with up to 3 people on Division. Twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost.
Type something and your name will be right there.
See?
There you go.
Something.
There you go.
There I am.
There it is. Guardian Snapple.
Let me tell you, man, raspberry flavor. Mm-mm.
Hey, we're over the time limit. You got to get out of here.
I gotta go. I'm leaving the Long Beach.
Yeah, tell us all the places.
I'm heading to Long Beach with my wife. We're going to a textile and printing convention.
Wow.
I know you're boredom in your face right now.
I just pictured that episode of The Office where like Michael Scott's throwing paper airplanes with the other manager and stuff. It's actually no, is it textile? My wife will say the right thing, but it's a show with a bunch of we're going to be out there with a bunch of screen printers and just tell us the truth. You're going to Gardenscapes.
I'm going to Gardenscapes. Convention. I'm going to Gardenscape convention. That's right. I'm going to the Gardenscape. But yeah, we're heading off to Long Beach. So this tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, going to be doing some IRL streams. So if you want to check out some IRL streams with me and my wife, twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost. Follow me on Twitter, Guardian Outpost. Follow me on Instagram, Guardian Outpost, and know when I go live.
Guys, you're going to find me on Twitter, Twitch, Patreon. All the places are N64Josh, YouTube, and I'm trying to put out as much content as possible. So come follow me. It's a good time. If you're enjoying the show, leave us a review on iTunes. That would be great. If you want to be able to reach out to us, my DMs are open on Twitter. If you have like questions or whatever, we'd love to get questions and hear from the community and whatnot. So please feel free to reach out that way. Remember, audibletrial.com/thelootcast. Get yourself a free audiobook. Opseat.com. Use coupon code GO to save yourself $10. And kingscoffee.com. Kings Coast. Tell us what it is, Dave.
kingscoastcoffee.com/outpost.
There you go. So guys that are here with us live, Alka-Seltzer-Tini, thank you so much for that resub. This is what I say to all my subs, guys. I've never said it on the podcast before. Ready? Strap on that power glove and grab your zapper, because now you're playing with power. So there, yeah, Dave's got his zapper out. So thank you for the resub. 7 months. That's a long time. That's a long time. So thank you. Yeah, if you're here with us live, we really do thank you guys. So, and if you're just listening, thank you for that as well. We appreciate it. I got to get to my next show. You got to get out of here. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys later.